Jed McGuire, Jedmcguire. I'm a detective with Eugene Police Violent Crimes. Okay, Saturday evening, Eugene Police Violent Crimes Unit received information from the Oregon State Police out of Klamath Falls and the Klamath County Sheriff's Office regarding human remains which were located in a remote wooded area in Klamath County. Based upon information located at the scene and information previously learned through this investigation, it was believed that the remains were possibly that of Cheryl Hart's. Early Sunday morning, members of the Eugene Police Violent Crimes Unit and Eugene Police Forensic Unit responded to a very remote area east of Chiloquin, Oregon in Klamath County. With the assistance of the Oregon State Police out of Klamath Falls, we recovered the remains of a female which we believe to be that of Cheryl Hart. Lane County Medical Examiner has retained jurisdiction of the remains, and they will make the final determination as to the identity of the remains. Through this investigation, it's been very clear that Cheryl was a very kind and loving person, and lots of people cared about her. There was a very large contingent of volunteers who gave up their time to help locate Cheryl. We want to thank them greatly for their assistance in this investigation and providing us with information throughout. We want to extend our greatest sympathies to the Hart family, including her children, ages 10, 16, and 18 years old. Many aspects of this case are still under investigation. It has been referred to the Lane County District Attorney's Office for a prosecution. We still have information we'd like to get from the public. If anyone has seen Jeremy Milutin on the 4th or the 5th of August, please contact Detective Jed McGuire or Chris Brem with Eugene Police Violent Crimes Unit. Okay.
Who found her? You said Oregon State Police?
Well, they were the first responding law enforcement agency, but it was a search party that the family had put together. We had a general idea of where we thought Cheryl might be located, and they conducted an extensive search of the area, and with their efforts, we were able to locate what we believe is Cheryl's remains.
And when we first spoke about this case, there was a few general areas that we're looking into. Was she found in one of those areas?
Why don't you remind me about which areas I...
Oh, just that Klamath County.
Yeah, it was in Klamath County, and it was an area that was very remote. That was very difficult to get to. So that's where she was found.
Do you know how the private search party found her?
Through their searching. They went to that area where we suspected she might be, and they had a whole lot of people who went out and went through the woods and found the remains.
Can you talk a little about the condition of the body?
Yeah, the remains were very decomposed.
I was going to ask, they believe that she might have been in Klamath County. Is there a reason for that?
Why she might be in Klamath?
Yeah, why they searched that area in particular.
That was information we had received throughout the investigation, including Jeremy Milutin's whereabouts. He was in Klamath Falls at some point, and it maybe, and that was what pointed us in that direction.
When you said she's with the medical examiner now, any initial idea of cause of death? Or what
That's going to be up to the medical examiner. There is an autopsy scheduled for today, and they will make the determination as to a positive identity and the cause of death.
Is Jeremy still a person of interest in this case?
At this point, I think he's beyond a person of interest as a suspect, and we expect him to be charged.
You expect him to be charged?
Yes.
With?
Cheryl's death. Evidence we've collected in the case. I can't get into much more details than that, but there's sufficient evidence.
Have you been in communication with him at all? Or?
Mr. Milutin? Can't talk about that.
But he's still in Lane County Jail for his other charges, correct?
Yes.
Do you know when he'll be arraigned for those?
He has a court date today at 2:30, unrelated to this case.
Are you able to talk any more about the state of Cheryl's body? Was she?
Like I said earlier, it was a difficult scene for everybody involved, but she's been missing since the 4th or the 5th of August, and I'll leave it at that, so you can read between that.
I guess this might be a weird question, but is this someone who's been missing so long, and I guess how'd the case go now that you located what you believe to be the body?
Yeah.
I would say go well, but.
Well, it's sad is the end result. We were always hoping that Cheryl might be alive, but that was not the case. The investigation proceeded as it did, and here we are.
So let's just recap what's next. So today's the autopsy, also
Yes.
Court appearance for Jeremy on unrelated charges.
Yes, this is in regards to the stolen vehicle that he was in.
Okay. And then what about his case moving forward? You said Lane County District Attorney's Office is going to handle it?
Yep, they are going to handle the prosecution in this case. I will defer further comment about that to them, but we do expect him to be charged.
So you're not looking into any other suspects at this point?
Now, evidence in this case indicates that this was Jeremy Milutin.
How about, I remember a couple months ago, there were those pictures from Corvallis of a woman committing check fraud. Do we know if this was related to Cheryl?
Yeah, I have no information to suggest that it is.
Okay. So. Is there anything else?
Yes.
The Clement County ME.
Yes.
As well as cooperation with the Clement County DA.
Yes. So, depending on where a body is located, it is jurisdiction under that county's medical examiner. We did have cooperation and coordination through them because we believe this was Cheryl, and we do believe this occurred in Eugene. Therefore, that's why we took jurisdiction versus Klamath County taking jurisdiction over the remains.
When you say you believe this occurred in Eugene, what does that mean?
Well, if this, I can't get too much into that, but we have evidence to suggest that this has occurred. That's why Eugene Police is continuing the investigation. Just as if some other case happened in a different county, they would handle that. And
The one thing to point out is we didn't actually take jurisdiction. We sought cooperation from Dr. Olson and the Clement County District Attorney to allow us to retain jurisdiction.
maybe that's a better phrasing of that. Yeah. With cooperation from the Klamath County District Attorney and Klamath County Medical Examiner, they're assisting us with this.
Anything else that you wanted to add that maybe we forgot?
All the organizations involved.
Yeah, thank you. So through this investigation, we received a lot of help from various agencies. I'll just name a few. Oregon State Police out of Klamath and Oak Ridge, Klamath County Sheriff's Office, Douglas County Sheriff's Office, Columbia County Sheriff's Office, Multnomah County Sheriff's Office, Oak Ridge Police Department, the United States Forest Service, Bureau of Land Management, and many others. Lane County Sheriff's Department, our office also. They were all, through various aspects of this, were assisting us in this case, and without their help, it would have been much more difficult.
Is there any evidence to show that she was killed there, or just killed elsewhere and taken there?
Yeah, I'm going to not respond to that. Yeah.
I think that was great.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.